Let's go back to Trey Yingst in Israel, where we're learning about sirens going off and possible explosions. Trey, good morning. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Griff, sirens are sounding in Israel's second largest city of Tel Aviv. You can hear those booms in the distance. Those are interceptions. And you're going to see this white line through the air. That is from an Israeli missile defense system that was fired off from the northern part of the city and looks like it successfully intercepted one of the incoming missiles. Again, there is a lot of movement here just in terms of the missile fire, and we know that it's not just central Israel being targeted, but it is also the northern and southern parts of this country. But again, that line that you just saw through the sky there, that is from an Israeli missile defense system interceptor, likely the Arrow system that just fired off in order to intercept the incoming fire. This gives you a sense of just how much this is moving here, Griff. We know that Israel's ability to shoot down incoming missiles is quite extensive. And so far, the Iranians have been firing these in very small barrages. And so it has not overwhelmed any of the missile defense systems. And I'm just looking at this incoming alert from Iran's foreign ministry. We are just getting, I want to give you this in real time, Griff. Iran's foreign ministry just said this renewed military aggression comes while Iran and the U.S. were in the midst of a diplomatic process. But as President Trump has indicated, the Iranians were not willing to make the concessions that the Americans needed them to make, specifically as it relates to Iran's nuclear program. And that was part of the decision making and why these U.S. and Israeli strikes were ordered against the Iranian regime. And again, Griff, at this hour, the Iranians are responding not just against Israel, but against, it appears, U.S. forces in the Persian Gulf. And at this hour, again, missile defense systems are able to intercept much of the incoming fire. There are no reports of impacts in Israel, but explosions not only heard here in Tel Aviv, also in the northern city of Haifa, in the southern city of Beersheba, in the Negev desert. So really all across this country, there are millions of Israelis right now, Griff, that are in bomb shelters. They are bracing with the understanding that this campaign against Iran could last for several days. And they understand the impact of this. They went through a 12-day war with Iran last summer. They saw more than 24 people killed here. But they also watched, and they watched how the Iranians were unwilling to give up their entire missile program and also their entire nuclear program, these red lines for the Trump administration, for the Israelis. And again, President Trump offered Iran an off-ramp. That's very important here because we saw these negotiations, and ultimately they did not take it at the level it needed to be taken, according to the president, which was why he decided to launch what he says is a massive and ongoing operation. At this hour, things are relatively stable in Israel, but again, Home Front Command, the directive of the Israeli military responsible for issuing guidance to civilians, has ordered the entire country to remain inside of bomb shelters, understanding that this is just getting started. Griff?
Trey Yingst live for us in Tel Aviv. Trey, stay safe. We'll check back in with you as the news warrants.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.